Welcome to the Conquer Duality podcast with Alexia Anahita. In this 5th episode, I discuss the spiritual and emotional aspects of envy and its impact on your mental health, your interpersonal relationships, and the world at large. Jealousy is a universal emotion that we all feel as humans. I provide an overview on how to combat this unpleasant feeling to restore peace within yourself and live a happy, fulfilling life. I apologize in advance for the windy background noise. Most of my pre-recorded podcasts were recorded outdoors. The quality of my podcasts will improve as I get through the small inventory of outdoor episodes, so bear with me. I pre-recorded this podcast on August 19th, 2022, and I'm uploading it today to share my knowledge and wisdom with humanity. If you're interested in self-help topics, spirituality, esotericism, and occult sciences, you can follow me on Twitter at AlexiAction-Passion for future posts and updates. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy this episode, fam. Much love, Lexi. Grand Rising and happy Venus Day, my loves. It's 9:45 a.m. and just stepped out in my garden like I typically do when I rise each day. I was ruminating on what kind of topic I'd like to speak on today, and envy was the first thing that came to mind. Envy and jealousy. I think it's safe to say that we've all experienced this emotion. It's a human emotion. It's part of our human nature. It's not a good feeling because ultimately when you experience this negative side of the human emotional spectrum, when you allow envy to infiltrate and corrupt your heart, you're ultimately subscribing to the belief that you are not enough as you are, that everything about you is inferior compared to your fellow human counterpart, the other person that you're envious of, whether it's their appearance, their material wealth, things that they own, places that they go, people that they're with. Essentially, you're denying your own greatness because you're confronted with a soul who is in possession of things and qualities that you believe that you don't possess. And when you get caught in this ego trap, you do yourself a huge injustice because then your lens on life is no longer through the perception of love. Your perception of the world shifts into one of fear, resentment, and essentially denying the greatness of who you are and the belief that you can create your dream life and that we can all win. We can all live an abundant life. We're all beautiful. God made us different for a reason. Can you imagine if everybody looked the same? Envy is not a positive emotion. We don't want to feel it, yet we've all felt it at some point in our life. But I think it's important this is why introspection is so crucial, so important when it comes to healing, because you really have to dissect parts of yourself that you might not always want to confront or admit that there is a negative aspect to you. This is why a lot of narcissists project their own damaged inner critic. It's not internalized, but projected. I wasn't even aware of how much envy I attracted all my life because I've always wanted to see the good in people. So whenever they made nasty judgments, nasty comments, whenever they hurled this shit at me, the first thing I always did was I internalized it, and I didn't have the ability to see that they were just projecting and that they've perceived me as a threat. So they'd do shit to bring me down so they can bolster their own ego to feel good about themselves. Because that's typically how these individuals operate in life, right? They don't know how to truly love themselves, validate themselves, recognize their own greatness and beauty, potential. So they bully others. I forgive myself for not recognizing this sooner. I did the best that I could within the limited capacity of awareness that I had in my younger years, and I think it's important that we forgive ourselves. At this point now in my life, there isn't a single part of me that feels that emotion when I notice other souls thriving in life. I really don't, because I have a genuine love for humanity, and I genuinely see myself as part of the all, as part of everything. So when you see another soul achieving greatness and success in the bigger picture, you can be happy for them. You should surrender to that feeling and be happy. You start to shift your perception in a way where you can recognize how that individual's success will impact the collective on a greater scale. It's like, wow, this is more points for humanity. Now this individual can change lives and touch lives with their success and abundance. They can help others. How can we help others if we don't help ourselves first, right? We should want all of us to win, because in the end we all win. So at the end of the day, you are ultimately entirely responsible for your own experiences, good or bad. But people who are in denial of their shadow do not want to accept responsibility for their poor decisions in life, their negative perceptions, their bad judgments, bad actions. They always want to point the finger at others, external factors in their environment. They're not conscious of the fact that they're projecting everything from within. Therefore, they're not capable of taking responsibility for their own experiences, their reactions to people and things. There's nothing worse than to live your life unconscious, because when you get stuck in that way of being, there's no room for growth. You rob yourself of the potential to create a beautiful, joyous, abundant life. If you think about it, nobody can really live a happy life if they're constantly feeling envious of others, constantly in the state of victimization, constantly in a state of fear. constantly in a mental mind frame of me versus them. That life is a chessboard and life is cutthroat and people are evil and whatever you believe will manifest. If I had absolutely nothing in life, but I had inner peace, I'd be happy. Because I believe that it's inner peace that ultimately gives you joy inside. Because you're completely at peace and harmony with who you are, in acceptance of your environment. You're able to see beauty all around you. And that ultimately links back to love of self, genuine love of self, right? I used to love dancing as a child. My parents put me in ballet and jazz classes. Didn't really enjoy, I liked ballet, but I didn't really enjoy the jazz. Even now at this age, I love watching choreographed dance tutorials of hip-hop dancers and in the Afrobeats genre. Like, I love it. I think it's such an amazing way to move your energy and express yourself. But there isn't a part of me that feels envious or threatened by anyone who has this incredible talent to be able to be so flexible with their body and express themselves in such unique ways that I might not be able to ever imitate, but that's okay, because I recognize that we're all on our own unique path here, and we all have unique talents and gifts, and it's only people who are blind to their own greatness and their own gifts that they feel threatened by others who are in alignment with themselves and doing what they love and expressing that in the world. That's why they're envious. If you're really miserable inside and you see another individual following their dreams, their passions, doing what they love and doing it with joy, two things can happen. You'll either fall in a state of voluntary victimization and resentment because you're miserable and you don't have what it takes to change that. So you just put yourself down more. Or you're low-key envious of that individual, so you look for reasons to hate on them to make yourself feel better. And think about it, it's so emotionally immature. It's so immature. Any evolved being would recognize the interconnectedness of everything. When you're able to see divinity within yourself, you can see divinity in others and be happy for them and rejoice and be in awe of their gifts. It's like, wow, what a unique and beautiful expression of the divine here on earth. What an honor to be able to witness such beauty and greatness. This is how I feel, at least this is how I feel when I see a beautiful woman or see videos of female dancers showcasing their talents, and I'm just always in awe. It's like, wow, incredible expressions of divinity. And the limitless possibilities of expression. It's just amazing. It really is. This is why even that feeling of envy it's really does you no good. It keeps you trapped in illusion, because then you're not able to recognize how amazing you are in your own unique way. We can be inspired by others, but I don't think that we should imitate anybody's life path. There's no need to imitate. If you obsessively try to become someone that you're not, well, essentially you're robbing yourself of your own life purpose and life path, and tapping into your own talents and gifts. And isn't that sad? People who are like professional imitators of certain artists and celebs, like they're clones, and then they dedicate their life purpose to just being that. I mean, I'm not trying to hate, but it's like, if you spend all this money on plastic surgery to become like someone else, you're essentially, it's basically it's a denial of self. It's like it's an inability to be authentic to who you are, because you feel like you're not enough as you are. And there's a sense of confusion with one's identity. And that's sad, because I don't believe that the divine planned it this way. I think that we're all meant to be unique expressions in this realm. So if you are busy obsessively trying to become someone that you're not, you are ultimately robbing yourself of genuine happiness, and robbing the world of your true gifts that you haven't tapped into, because you've been so busy falling into the illusions of your ego. I don't think that we should idolize anyone. We can be inspired by others. Idolize none. When you start to idolize other people, celebrities, artists, writers, you pretty much miss out on recognizing your own greatness. I don't think that we should put anybody above us or beneath us. I think that we should just praise each other for our individual gifts. Each soul print has a unique frequency, and that can certainly be appreciated, but I don't believe in celebrity worship, and I certainly wouldn't want anyone worshiping me. I'd like to I'd like to positively inspire others to be better and do better, but I don't want to be worshipped. Deep down, I always told myself that if I were to ever encounter somebody a celebrity who had achieved, world fame, I'd be more interested in having like a deep conversation, picking their brain about some sort of deep topic. I care about people, and I care about knowing them deeply. I don't like shallow conversations, and I don't like shallow personalities. But essentially, people who are vibrating in that frequency are individuals who just haven't done enough inner work to truly, truly tap into the depth of their soul, who they are, their spirit. Anyway, sorry guys if I rambled too much. Yeah, I think I said everything I needed to. Envy doesn't feel good. Transmute it to kindness, and recognize how incredible and amazing and beautiful and worthy you are. Explore yourself. Tap into your inner world. There's nothing more amazing than that. Recognizing how incredible you are and just exploring your great potential. Yeah. And I will end on that note. Over and out. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, fam. Thank you for tuning in to the 5th episode of my podcast. If you dig my vibe and wisdom, please smash the like button and subscribe. I'm a small channel at the moment, but I appreciate your support. I have a busy schedule this month, however, I'll do my best to upload another episode before February ends. Stay blissed, love and light, beautiful souls.